Hello, good evening. Welcome back to my live again. This is Nikki Mandi. Welcome back to my live video, and I'm excited to have you back. How are you doing? I want us to chit chat and talk about some random topics or motherhood related topics. So, basically, if you have questions for me, I'll be more than willing to answer and respond to your questions in the comment section, okay? Also, let me know what part of the country or what part of, like, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're viewing from, okay? Let me know as well in the comments section. I hope you can hear me anyway. I really hope you can hear me. I want that, please. Sorry. Hello. Please, hi, how are you doing? Just leave a comment in the chat section, okay? How are you? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please indicate in the comment section as well. I'm wondering if you can hear me. I really hope you can.
Right.
Hi. Hello. Good evening. Welcome back to my live video. Can you hear me? Please indicate if you can hear me, please. Hi, good evening. How are you doing? You're welcome to my live. Good to have you. So good to have you here. So good to have you here. So, how are you doing? Hope you're great. I just want to have like a little chit chat with my subscribers. I want to believe that you subscribe. If you haven't, kindly do that, okay? Before we continue. All right. Do you have any questions for me? What do you want me to gist you about? Come and gist us. What do you want me to gist you about? Do you have questions for me? Let me know. If you have questions for me, I'll be willing to answer. Okay. Just need this. What gist do you want? Do you need to hear? You can indicate in the comments section. Okay. You can let me know the topic you want me to gist you about, and I'll definitely oblige you. Okay, the challenges, right? It's a whole lot. Are you ready for the for the abridged version, or you want the full gist?
Mom, Dad,
It's actually a lot.
Dad.
Okay, the thing is, when please, I'm on a live video. Thank you very much. The thing is, being a mom is not easy. Challenge is like it's a lot. Okay, let me maybe start with, because there are different aspects. I don't even know where to start. Okay, let me start with the fact that, okay, the postpartum. Okay, after you are done having kids, after you're done having a baby, like that period after having a baby, you know how there's this misconception that once you have a child or once you're pregnant, that pregnancy is like the most difficult phase of being a mother. But I'm here to like, I would want to debunk that myth, honestly, because to me, it's just that's what it is. Okay, I'll call it a fallacy, because there's no way, excuse me, there's no way you'd say that pregnancy is the most difficult part if you haven't compared it to postpartum. Like postpartum is that's the main thing. That one is the main deal. Okay, pregnancy is like at that point you're just like taking it easy. Okay, it's easy because okay, I'll talk about the pros and cons now. Pregnancy is easy because you can get to do whatever you want to do. You get to go anywhere. Okay, your child is not like restricting your movements. The baby is not stopping you from going anywhere or doing whatever. All right. So baby, you're basically going wherever you want to go. You're taking the baby along. The baby is inside of you, right? So in that regard, it's very good. And then you're having your uninterrupted sleep, more or less. Okay, if you don't have symptoms disturbing you, that is okay. So, and those symptoms most times for some people or for most people, it just comes in the first trimester. That's the morning sickness, which can come at any point. It's called morning sickness, but you can have it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. You know, some people have a very severe one, which is called hyperemesis gravidarum. All right, so not that notwithstanding, you if you are not having or suffering from any of that, you can still get to have your uninterrupted sleep time, have your me time, have your moments. You can hang out with friends, you can go wherever, just have fun, enjoy yourself and all that. But once the baby comes, your movement is restricted, like completely, 100%. It's not a lot of things you can do. Like you can't go everywhere, you can't go to places you want to go, you can't even sleep, you can't even have your sleep like in peace. You can't sleep in peace, you can't rest and have that sanity. Once the baby comes, forget it. Okay, and you know this thing they say about sleep when baby sleeps, do this when baby does that, da. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, seriously, because most times when baby is sleeping, you remember that you're supposed to, that laundry that you've not done, that baby laundry, you're supposed to go do that. Or you remember that you're supposed to make meals because hunger will kill you if you don't make your meals, okay? Or you just remember one thing that you're supposed to do, or you also need to like take care of your own self, like your personal hygiene and all that, so, or you need to catch up or do one thing or the other. So most times you see that when baby is sleeping is even the perfect time that you now be like, okay, thank God baby is sleeping, let me use this opportunity to do something. Sleep will not end up being the last thing on your mind, because trust me, most times if you do that sleep when baby sleeps thing, it may boomerang, okay, in such a way that when baby eventually wakes up and is now demanding for food and you haven't even refilled, like you want to breastfeed for instance, and you haven't eaten enough to even breastfeed, you notice that it's going to be quite challenging for you. So you just need to like find a way to plan yourself, okay, stay organized. If baby sleeps, divide, okay, maybe after, you can watch out how your baby sleeps over a period of time, and then you can have a rough estimate of, okay, how baby sleeps. Maybe baby sleeps for an hour max, okay, at this so intervals, or baby sleeps for 30 minutes max. So you now divide your 30 minutes time or whatever time you have to suit you, okay, to suit your lifestyle and routine. All right. So if you're going to be sleeping, you're not going to sleep for the whole 30 minutes the baby is sleeping. You divide your time. So if you sleep for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I'm just saying, you can now use the other period to, do whatever. Or you can sleep with baby for the whole 30 minutes. All right. And then when baby has another round of sleep, you may not use that opportunity to do whatever else you need to do, because you also need your mental health in check. So even if you have everything else to do, that sleeping is also important. I'm just saying that it's usually hard to sleep when baby sleeps. But that doesn't mean that you can't achieve it. Okay, it's achievable. Will you also be going on live on apps like Instagram? Okay, the challenge about that, and this is still part of the challenges of being a mom, is that I have a 9 to 5. And considering the fact that, in fact, this live video, for instance, has been a long time coming. I've always, looked forward to like having doing lives, going on live videos and all that on YouTube and all. But then I'm actually able to do this now because I'm on break. We're on Easter break. I'm resuming back. I'm resuming work again immediately after Easter. And I won't have the luxury of doing lives like this, because when I'm supposed to be doing live, I remember that, okay, there's this report I'm supposed to write, or there's this schoolwork that I'm supposed to attend to, or there's this house chore that I'm supposed to attend to that I haven't really done. And if I procrastinate, I won't be able to do it next day because I'll be doing something else, or I'll be at work or something. So there won't really be time for live videos, basically, more or less. I would have loved to go live on Instagram, and that is somewhere in the near future, or in future, hopefully. But for now, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about it. So sorry if that's not the response you want to hear, but I'll see how it goes. Yeah. I'm actually trying to, someone reached out to me. So we're going to be doing like a form of collaboration pretty soon. So when that time comes, I'll definitely share the flyers and all that. So we'll definitely have, I think the medium we're going to be using would be Instagram live or Facebook live. I'm not too sure. I'll have to, yeah, we'll finalize on that, and then, yeah. Yes, I'm on Instagram. Hi, Justin Iguna, hi. I'm on Instagram. I am, okay. Thank you for asking. And my Instagram handle is Nikki Mandy at Nikki Mandy underscore. Let me see if I can leave it in the comments. Okay, sorry. What's happening? Okay, I'm trying to type, but I don't know. It's like I'm still trying to get used to the used to everything about this YouTube live. Yeah, but I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Nikki Mandy underscore. Okay, it's the same with my YouTube name. Thank you. So it's the same with my Nikki Mandy vlog. Like, that's the name of my channel, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, my baby is making noise in the background, but I'll sort it out very soon. I'm at least going to pick her out. So yeah, it's Nikki Mandy underscore, please, and go there. Be sure to go and follow me on Instagram. Okay, I share motherhood related topics. I share motherhood related content rather. This is another challenge, please. See, the challenges are inexhaustible. Like, I can't. Oh my goodness, the challenges of being a mom. The challenges of being a mom. You see, those days when our grandparents used to be mothers, it was way easier. I would say that because I believe that those days, are from the stories I've heard. Of course, I wasn't existing then. I wasn't alive. Like, I wasn't here then, right? But from the stories I heard, they don't usually do, they don't go to work, they don't work. It's usually the husbands are the sole breadwinners, so they go to farm or go to hunt or do whatever and bring back the bulk, the money or the food or whatever, and the women stay at home and raise the kids. Seriously, if all things being equal, I think that's the best because the challenges of being a mom, oh my goodness, they're just a lot. This is one. My baby disturbing me when I'm making a video, trying to make some dollars, trying to make some money. Just joking. No, 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 I'm not joking. I'm serious about that. Okay, so will your content only include your lifestyle or you want to focus on something in particular like cooking, etc? Okay. No, it's actually like the cooking is also part of the lifestyle, right? So yeah, but I don't think I'm going to focus on anything in particular apart from the fact that my niche is motherhood, mothers. Okay, my niche is usually it's just family, mothers, kids. Yeah, having kids and all. So basically, I just want to do content that the people in my niche can relate with. That's the mothers basically and family oriented people can relate with. So of course cooking is definitely there in the picture. Lifestyle, okay, like just vlogging your everyday life, day-to-day life, activities and all that is there. And sit down videos every now and then as well. Collaborations, I'm open to that too. And yeah, all whatnot, all those related things, vlogs, lifestyle, sit down videos, what else? Yeah, so all that will be in the picture. So, yes, to your question, it won't only include, no to your question, rather, right? Like the question says, will your content only include your lifestyle? No. Okay, I intend to incorporate lifestyles of basically me because I don't want to incorporate people's lifestyles without seeking their consent. But if people are willing to give consent, why not? If not, and if people are going to learn lessons from that, because basically the sole aim of my channel is to I started out as a blogger. I'm still a blogger, but I create more video content. So than the writing aspect of it these days. Okay, so basically, the sole aim is just for me to share my lifestyle and show people that motherhood is doable. Okay, that it can be effortless, even though it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but just to like encourage mothers, encourage people out there, you know, share my experience, and maybe once someone can learn a thing or two. So if other people, other mothers, or other people are willing to share their contents with me to show to you people, why not? I'll be very excited to do that. Okay, I'll be really willing to do that, and I'll be grateful that they are willing to you know do that as well. So, oh, you love my videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, it means a lot to have like such comments. Just makes me feel so elated. They make my day. Okay, because seriously, it's not easy. So when you see someone really happy and showing you that the person is happy or that your videos are making impacts in their lives, it just means a lot to me. Like it makes me so excited. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And also let me know the type of videos you want to see on this channel. I don't mind. So share with me in the comments if you want to see more cooking videos, sit down videos, vlogs. You can tell me specific type of vlogs as well that you want to see. Get ready with me, mukbangs, eating mukbangs, whatever. Okay, just share with me in the comment section, and I'll always want to like give you all what you want. All right. And I really appreciate you all stopping by my live today. It means a lot to me to have you here. Thank you. So back to the challenges of being a mom. Like I said, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I can't even remember it like 1/4. What is 1/4? Like I can't remember the smallest portion of it. Really, this is what I'm saying are just the ones that are coming like off my head like that. But it's really challenging. You're trying to do something. You're trying to prepare for a class. You're trying to prepare for something really important, and your kids are getting in the way, and you're also trying to like make them understand that it doesn't mean that they're not important. So you're trying to strike the balance, giving them their time and also trying to give yourself your own time and giving whatever else you're doing the time as well. So there's this rule that I've talked about previously in one of my videos. It's called the 888 rule. So this 888 rule entails in a day you have 24 hours, right? So the 24 hours you have in a day, When you divide 24 by 3, it gives you 8. So basically, the first 8 hours is for your work, your 9 to 5. Okay, so you dedicate that time, and I try to live by that, even though, of course, it's not stereotypical. There are days that I may find myself devoting 10 hours to my 9 to 5 instead of the 8 that, as presumed. And then the other 8 hours is supposed to be for your sleeping, just sleep, make sure you have a good night's sleep, because your mental health needs to be stable. Like your life, you need to also have a good health, like condition and all. And then the other 8 is for yourself and whatever else, okay, your family, your kids, your husband, whatever you need to do with your life. So sometimes on a good day, on a typical day, that works for me. But then again, remember that the other 8 that's supposed to be for me, things like my commute to and fro work, now comes into that. Things like there are just other things that naturally shouldn't come into that portion of the 8, but it eventually ends up going into it, and you can't really do much about it, right? So yes, what app do you use to edit your videos? Okay, I used to use iMovie, and then I heard about Final Cut Pro, and someone helped me to set it up. I don't know, on my laptop, the laptop I was using before this one. But when that laptop crashed, and this new one now, I've not had time to install it. So now I resort to using my not iMovie anymore. I use InShot, I use CapCut, yeah, interchangeably, or sometimes I use both, depending. Yes, so that's what I do these days. She's back again. Mama is back again. Mama, please allow me to do my video in peace, okay? Okay, don't cry, It's okay. So yeah, that's the apps I use. I use iMovie, I use CapCut, I use InShot. And they are very user friendly, beginner friendly, and I love them. I love using them. Yeah. Initially, when I started off newly, I think I used to use a lot of I used to use CapCut then. Okay, because I didn't start off with. Okay, Mama, go tell Amarachi. Okay. I didn't start off with my what's it called now? An iPhone. I started off with my previous the phone I was using, which was an Android. Okay, before I started making use of iPhones and all that. So yeah. Do you mind the crowd when you are taking videos in public? Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. So you said, do you mind the crowd when you are taking videos in public? Sorry. This is one of the challenges, that we're talking about. This is part of the challenges of being a mom. Seriously, I make it look. Someone told me I make it look effortless. Not even someone. People say that. See, it's not effortless. It's anything but seamless. It's anything but effortless. I just do that because. Anyway, I'll come to that. So let me answer this question. Do you mind the crowd when you're taking videos in public? Sometimes. But then when I remember that the end goal is I need to make these dollars, I need to make this money. These memories need to create themselves. I need to create these memories. Okay, they don't come every day. I just go ahead and do my thing. Okay, there are times that I would even go and people are like, please excuse me. Okay, the one that happened recently, I took my husband out on his birthday some days ago, and I was seriously videoing my husband though, not nobody else, in peace. And this particular set of people, or okay, 2 men actually, they were sitting on the table next to us. It was not like, excuse me, madam. Okay, I know you're trying to do your thing. I know you're trying to create content or whatever, or make memories. But please, let me not come in. Let me not be in that video. I was like, what is this man's wahala right now? Did I put the camera in your face? Did I put the device? What is your problem? Like, I'm just doing my thing in peace. I'm not even getting you or capturing you. And even if I eventually do, of course, I don't have your consent to do that, so I can't. So I'll definitely cut you out when I'm editing it. And I won't even like, why would I video someone I don't know without the person's consent? And this man just had, so when he said that, a part of me wanted to like feel offended, but then I just apologized. I told him, please. I don't think I apologized, but I was like, please, you're not in my video, so don't bother, okay? You're not in my video. Yeah, so basically, back to your question, I mind sometimes, but then when I remember the motivation behind it, the fact that okay, I need to make these memories, okay, for long term goal, okay, I need to make these dollars eventually. All right, so I think yeah, that just drives me, and I just keep on doing what I need to do. So that's it basically. I just do what I need to do, honestly. I do what I need to do. Yeah. If you now tell me that okay, maybe this because there's some places that you go to and they'll be like, okay, no, you can't take content, you can't make content, you can't make videos here. I just respect their whatever, their privacy or their code of conduct or whatever, and try to abide by it. Yeah, because you got to be a good Nigerian citizen, a good citizen, and all that. So that's it basically. So I hope that answered your question. But yeah, so the answer is no, I don't mind. I don't. I don't mind. Except you specifically or categorically tell me that I shouldn't make content in your, you know, whatever you had, like in your space or whatever, because it's not allowed. Okay, that's I can understand. But then most times when what content creators do now is that they also go with their phones. So, okay, so for someone like me who's using my phone, I don't think it's a problem. Like I've never really had such issues much, maybe once or twice. But most of the time, more often than not, I don't because when you're using your phone, I don't think they get to. But once you get a camera, you get all those gadgets. I don't know if they are scared. It just makes them have this. I don't know what to call it. They just start having, being feeling tense and all when they see you using your setting up tripods, setting up cameras and all that. But yeah, with your devices, most times if you're using a phone, you no one will disturb you, so you just do your thing in peace. Yeah, that's it. That's so. Do you have any other questions for me? Okay, when should you be expecting more videos? Pretty soon. I try to stick to the weekly vlogs or weekly video uploads, right? Weekly video uploads. Yeah. Okay, I'll get to your question, Owen. Okay, hold on. So I try to stick to the weekly video uploads when I'm going to work, okay? Because it's easier. Like it's not easy, but it's a bit more convenient. But then during breaks, I try to maybe stick to 2 videos a week or more if I can pull it off. Yeah. So yes, you'll be expecting another video by this weekend, by tomorrow next. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And then with your content on YouTube, would you prefer to become famous online or very rich? This question. Well, I would want to be.
That one is not satin. It's another page they put inside satin.
This
Is
question.
that what they're trying to say?
I need to think before answering.
I
Not
am coming
necessarily
to that house now.
famous, but rich. Okay, but let me explain the rich now. Not just all about money, not just being rich with money, but being rich in making contacts, making connections, making impacts in the lives of people, being rich in sharing love, being rich in sharing what I have, okay, with people who don't, being rich in reaching out, like just being rich in various aspects of my life, okay, sharing the knowledge I have or whatever I have. Yeah, basically, being not just about money, okay, but for fame, maybe that can come, yeah, along the line, but I don't think that's my major goal, really. I'm just, yeah, I think I'll be comfortable just, yeah, people definitely knowing me, right? But yeah, so that I can be able to make the impacts I want to make. If you can't make much impact if people don't know you, yeah, so maybe a little bit of that too. I guess. So yeah, I hope I answered your question. So yes, that's it. Okay, Owen asked, so what really inspired you to start a YouTube channel? Okay, like I told you, I've had the blog, okay. I have a website, I still do. It's nickymandi.com, okay, where I upload motherhood related content. All right, I upload motherhood related content. So, along the line, one of my mentors was like, why don't you start up a channel? Because I have a lot of mentors, by the way. So she was like, why don't you set up a channel? In this part of the world, people don't usually read, and you're so passionate about this motherhood thing. And you're always writing and pouring in your soul and whatever into what you're doing. But why can't you just diversify, set up a channel so that people can view? Because in this part of the world, people love what they see a lot more than what they like read. People love to view things like, yeah, watch videos and all more than reading. And I was like, okay, I can jump on that because somehow, or a part of me, or more than 50% of me, also love creating content, like making videos and all that. Like, I actually love doing it. That's why when people say, so basically, it's passion that inspired me. It's passion, okay? And then the money along the line, the money, please, the money too, is also an inspiration. But initially, it was just passion. Okay, but starting up the channel was because I wanted to diversify and be able to make more impact, you know, in my niche and all that. So that's it. Basically, that's why I started my YouTube channel. I want to say something. There was something I wanted to explain about this question. I'm trying to remember right now. I can't again. But if I do, before this life is over, I'll share it. I'll share what I wanted to explain. So yeah. Who do I look up to in YouTube that does content? Oh wow, that's an amazing question. Who do I look up to? I look up to a lot of people. At least I look up to a lot of people. Like I have a lot of people that motivate me, inspire me, and all that. I have a lot. One of such people. I'm not going to be mentioning all of them, so that if I forget some people, I don't forget some. Nobody will come for me or be upset. I'm just joking. Nobody's going to come for me actually. But one person who inspires me or who has really, really like taught me a lot in this YouTube street or on this YouTube street is her handle is Nenny's platform. Nenny's platform. Nenny like Neny, right? Yes. Nenny's platform. Yeah, she has been a YouTube mentor. Like she has been a really, really good YouTube mentor to me, really. So I look up to her more or less, even though our contents differ. She doesn't do similar content. She doesn't do motherhood content. I think she does more of educative content for, yeah, yeah, I guess. So basically, for a motherhood channel, but this is a wonderful question. I should actually have motherhood content or channels I look up to, right? Okay, I look up to people like in this part of the world, in Nigeria. I look up to people like Ogum series. Shout out to Ogum series. She's a motherhood creator and she's doing so well. She stays in Abuja. She resides in Abuja. Look at Al Mangur. Oh my god. There's this Al Mangur. She's so chic and all that. I look up to her as well. She does amazing content, motherhood related content. I also have yeah, these are the ones in Abuja. I also have people outside Abuja, also in other parts of Nigeria that I look up to that do similar content like I do. So yeah, that's it. And I'm hoping that one day I'll grow like them because listen, it's not easy growing on YouTube. Oh my goodness, it's something else. But we move. So that's that. That's that. And one thing I've realized is you just keep being you, keep doing what you love doing, okay? Don't be, just be original, okay? Even if you have mentors, you know, learn from them, but that doesn't mean you should you can imitate similar content, right? But not like doing what they do verbatim, like copying their style, copying everything verbatim. You have your originality, which should always make you stand out and make you unique. Just stick by it. So even if you have mentors like YouTube mentors and people you look up to, still do you, be yourself, and yeah, they can motivate you to like keep pushing out content and all that, or keep, but then yeah, still do your own thing. So how do you, hi V Muga, hi, welcome. Okay, Owen asked, how did you it feel to reach 1,000 subscribers? Oh my god, that day It was like a dream. It was so surreal. I was super exhilarated. In fact, I think because I was at home when that happened. I didn't see it coming, no, because the way the thing was just increasing. In fact, at some point, I had to go on my YouTube studio. I connected it to my smart TV and I was counting down. Okay, so the thing was just counting on its own. So it was like 998, 990. My kids were there with me, they were counting with me 1000. The way I screamed, I just screamed, I went on my knees. I was like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Because honestly, I know I'm dreaming big for this channel and everything, but I didn't see that coming. Like I wasn't expecting, and then okay, and then I had a talk a few days ago with one of my mentors, and she was like, "Oh, don't worry, in a couple of months you get to 1,000. In a couple of months." I was like, "Couple of months again in my mind, though." But I didn't want to like discourage her from giving me a YouTube advice. I was like, "Oh, okay," but in my mind I was like, "A couple of months again after how many years on YouTube?" I didn't find it funny. Okay, but then I just like responded. I was like, okay, that's fine. But instead of me, I was like, God, I beg, oh God, please, I must have hit this 1K subscribers before that time that we discussed. That I discussed with that mentor of mine, and God did it. Like I think it was practically the next day, actually, after that discussion. Or okay, let me not say what I'm not too sure of, but it wasn't up to a week. I promise you, it wasn't up to a week after that discussion, and it happened. I had my 1K subscribers, and it was so surreal. I really thank God for that. I'm grateful for every single one of you all out there. I'm really grateful because there'll be no me on this year, no Nikki Mandy vlogs without you all. If I just come out and just talk to myself and go and do my thing, it won't make sense. So I'm really grateful for every single one of my subscribers. You all mean a lot to me. Sending love and hugs and kisses your way. Thank you for being there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you all. Thank you to every one of you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mama. Yes. Hi, Vimuga. Thank you. You're welcome. Nice. Okay, so this is a motherhood content, motherhood related channel. Okay, so I create content about motherhood, family related content, kid related content, basically motherhood, lifestyle, yeah, and family. So I hope it's something that you're interested in. And please do well to subscribe as well while you're here. I'm happy and excited to have you here, V. You're welcome. Owen asked, how can you deal with negative comments? Because that's mostly the reason people don't do content. My darling, people must talk. The earlier you know that, the better. Honestly. And it's even when people talk, like for me, there's this thick skin I have when people talk about, like, when people talk about you, you're doing something well. Just continue doing it. That's what it means. People don't talk about a non-entity or someone who is not doing anything, okay? So when people are saying negative things about you, it's because maybe a part of them really wants to be like you. A part of them is admiring you, okay? And they really, really like what you do, but they don't know how to come out upfront to say it. And if they can't come out to your face to say it to you, or even if they say it to you, please, my love, move on and be happy and do your thing. It shouldn't affect you in any way. I've had negative comments several times on this channel. So what I do, because it brings in negative energy, so most of the time I just delete those comments. I don't even bother to respond. I just pray for them like a silent prayer. I'm like, oh God, please heal this person, because this person really has mental issues, or this person is struggling with his or her mental health. For him or her to think that he can come to my channel and make such comments, it speaks more of that person, or the type of person that person is, more than myself. So yeah. Oh, thank you, V. V said, we'll definitely subscribe. You're based in Nigeria. Yes, I am. I'm based in Nigeria. Are you as well? And please do subscribe. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Owen, I hope I answered your question. That's it, basically. And I'm putting it out here for everybody. That shouldn't stop you, okay? In this life, you only live once. Nobody dies and resurrects, like, apart from the fact that, okay, there may be life after death, or whatever. Like, anyway, I'm a Christian, so I believe in Okay, you can, the person, your soul goes to heaven and all. But not to deviate too much, I'm just trying to talk about living only once. So you only live once. So as a result of that, do what makes you happy. Okay? Don't use because, don't stall because you think, oh, what's this person going to say? Or what would this do? Or what would that? No. I was talking with one of my YouTube friends, okay? One of my friends actually, sometime in the past, a couple of weeks ago or thereabouts, and she was making this particular content on her channel. And whenever she makes such content, she does so well. Like you see her views spiking, like skyrocketing and everything. And at some point she stopped, and I had to ask her, why did you stop? And the response she gave me was that she doesn't want people to talk. People may feel like, is it because it's getting views that you're not making? I told her, my darling, please go ahead and make your content. If you know that this is what's giving you views, ignore what people will say. Do you know the funny thing about people? No matter what you do, people will talk. Even if they decide, okay, let me just fold my arms and just be watching, I won't talk. People will talk, and you'll be so shocked to even hear type of thing or things that people would say when you've not stepped on toes, you've not done anything, you're just in your space, not bothering anybody. But the fact, anybody rather, but the fact that you are there, so it doesn't sit well with a lot of people. So Pastor Jerry would say, Wayelo Fafim. Please, okay, if you're not Igbo and I'm saying this, let me explain. So you say, people, your haters are the ones that would want to watch you the more, make such comments, make negative comments and all that, because definitely you don't, yeah, your haters, definitely. But they're the ones that will also help you grow. So put on, show them, like make content for them, like put on movies for them to watch, like show them movies to watch, you know, with your lifestyle, with whatever it is you're doing that is making them comment negatively. So basically, that's it, more or less. So when people want to talk, give them reasons to talk, my darling. Okay, there's this lifestyle content creator that I follow on Facebook, Olivia. I don't know if you know her. She has a lifestyle. She's like one of the most followed lifestyle content creator, or even the most followed, if not the most followed, yeah, in Nigeria. And she's based in the UK, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think I started following her recently and engaging with her content, and I so much love her and her content and her family. And I love the fact that this girl doesn't send when people say things about her, negative comments. She does not send anybody. In fact, recently she's on vacation with her family at somewhere, I'm not sure. And this girl will put on bikini and go on to swim and do all that. People will comment, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. You're a mother. You have two kids. Da, 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 da. The next clip, she will put on another color of bikini. Like, she's just giving them content. Like, and it's growing, it's making her grow. Like, in a couple of how many days, she has amassed over 100,000 subscribers, you know. So, or followers on Facebook. So please, it's not anything. Okay, V Muga said something. Do you ever get fatigued from creating content and managing life in general? Oh my god, I do. I do a whole lot. I do. Oh my goodness, I do. I won't even lie about that. I get fatigued. In fact, sometimes it can be quite extreme. But I'm happy that I'm working on something right now where I'm trying to like really be very intentional with my health, because what happens to me when I get to such state, like reach my elastic limits and I keep pushing, is that I begin to I break down. I fall ill. I see myself not meeting up with work. I have to like take a break from work, like, you know, have to go treat myself, go to the hospital and all that. And I recently realized that I just need to like be intentional with striking a balance. So once I know that I can't push myself too much, I just take a step back. I don't wait until I get to the point of breaking down. Oh, watching from UAE. Thank you, V. Interesting. That's nice. You're welcome once again. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. So yeah, I hope I answered that question about getting fatigued. I do a whole lot. A whole lot. But then again, I feel like what pushes me is the fact that I just love what I do. Yeah, when I know that one person or two people are watching and maybe getting one thing or two from what I've shared, it just makes me happy. So I think that keeps me going. But if it's fatigue, oh my goodness, especially when I upload videos and then I'm seeing 2 views, 3 views, I'm seeing I'm like, what is this? But it doesn't deter me. It doesn't deter me. I just, in my mind, I'm like, we move, okay, regardless. We just keep on doing it, we keep on moving, no matter the low views, no matter the lack of engagement, I just keep moving, knowing that at least one or two people are getting what that impact I want them to get, and hopefully along the line, yeah, I'll get where I want to be. I'll get to where I want to be. So, what motivated you to start content creation? Okay, I've talked about it before you came online. It's basically passion. I was really passionate about creating content for mothers. I became a mother at a very young age. Okay, at a very, very young age. I got married quite early. And as a result of that, I wanted to like share my experience with other mothers like me, because I was always going online looking for, content. And I remember there was this blogger then, I can't really remember her name right now, but she really made an impact because she was also always sharing her motherhood experience and all that. And I was so happy that I had someone like her online. So she was like an online friend for me. So I was like, okay, I love to write. And instead of just journaling in my journal, why don't I do it online? So I started a free blogspot domain back then, before I now migrated to a paid domain, okay, on WordPress. So yeah, so basically it was passion before money, but money is now part of it anyway. But then I started with passion. Okay, so Owen, are you an English teacher? Your vocabulary is great. Oh my, thank you, Owen. I really appreciate that a whole lot. I'm blushing. Do that people blush? I don't know. Do we blush? But I'm actually blushing. If I were fair, you would have seen the blushes. Thank you so much, actually. That you think that way. I don't know. But yeah, I am. I'm an educator. That's my 9 to 5. I'm a 9 to 5. I have a 9 to 5 as an educator. So I'm a 9 to 5 educator in an international school here in Abuja. So yes, and I teach the core subject I teach is English, and I have some proficiency courses as well in English language. So I guess that's added to it. Thank you for that. So yeah, basically that's what motivated me to start content creation. It's basically yes, the passion, and then the money too. Even though it's not
Can I take this?
really there yet, but then I'm hoping that, of course, I know it will be consistent and be really there very soon. Yes.
Can I take this?
No. Go ahead. So yeah. Yeah, it's very much profitable actually. It is very much profitable. But you just to have patience. You need to be patient about it. Okay? Because the money doesn't start rolling in immediately for a lot of people. Okay, and speaking from my own perspective anyway, yeah, it doesn't start rolling in immediately. It takes a while. All right, it could take months for some people, years even for a lot of others, and maybe weeks if you're lucky. But basically, it takes time, so it just needs patience. No, let her go and eat. Mama, go and eat first, okay? He said she give the baby a biscuit. She takes biscuit before her supper. No, she won't be able to eat well. So maybe after eating, she can have that as dessert. Okay, you can have one. Oh my goodness, okay, I've given her one. Hope you're happy now. Yeah, so that's it basically. It's profitable. It's profitable, really profitable. There are a lot of people that are cashing out real big, on this content creation street. But then, yeah, it is what it is. Thank you, Happy. You're welcome. You're welcome. At least I can have my piece now. Do you have a ring light for your videos or small microphones? Yes, I actually have a small ring light, but it's quite small, and it doesn't charge fast. Like I don't know. It discharges fast, so I don't know why. I feel like it's because of the size. So I'm going to be changing it pretty soon, hopefully. Yeah, I intend to get a bigger one. And then for my microphone, yeah, I do as well, but I also want to change that soon. I want to get one because I've started noticing that the one I use right now has this background sound. Well, even though I'm not using it right now, but I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Anyway, I'm not using a mic right now, but yeah, I have I have one or two, I guess, but I hope to get some more. It's really soundproof ones pretty soon, hopefully. Hopefully. Yes, I do, V. I use a mic for my videos. I do, but right now I'm not using one. Right now, that's why but I really hope you can hear me. Yeah, but I do because it just helps with the audio quality. Even though I think one of my mics is beginning to malfunction. Like I'm going to hear this noise in the background, so I intend to change it soon.